Tuning in to ShaunieB World. It's your girl, ShaunieB. And if you're cool,
Hey, 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 that's the deep love music.
Hey, there you go. That theme music will do it to you to make you grind, slow wine all the time. Bar.
Hey.
Welcome to ShaunieB World. You're reading this thing in the flesh. Today is November the 18th, y'all. 2018. We about to go into 2019. I better get ready. But I have a guest in the studio. Introduce yourself, Queen.
My name is Candy J.
Hey.
I am representing Bedroom Kandi today.
Okay, that's what's up, y'all. Ooh, it's finna go down. So, if you guys want to call in, make sure you do so. No judgment. We want your questions because she's definitely gonna give them answers. 203-802-5694. The lines are open. Again, there's no wrong question. There's no wrong answer. Open your mind. Y'all know I use this show as a platform to educate, whether we talk, it doesn't matter what we're talking about. So this is going to be an extension of my vision and my gift. And I want to share the platform with this queen that is now representing from Bedroom Kandi Collection. She's about to give us an education. Bars. So the topic today is freaky, filthy, and frustrated. Because you can be real nasty, but your partner may be frustrated with your performance.
That's no good.
It's not, but you know, it's one of those conversations people are scared to talk about. For some odd reason, everybody want to have sex, but don't nobody want to talk about sex. So that's why I brought Miss Candy J in the building. She's gonna give us some education. We're gonna have some fun questions for her. She's gonna give us some product demonstrations, and we're gonna have fun today. So tell us a little bit about yourself. Please introduce yourself to the people.
Well, what you want to know, bro? I mean, there's so much to say. That's a broad.
Who is Candy J? Who is Candy J?
Oh, let's see. She's a mother.
Okay.
Oh my
How old is the baby? How old is the
He
baby?
is 3. He'll be 4 in January.
Mine too. Well, mine's gonna be 3 in January.
Isn't that just a cute age?
No, it's not actually.
What?
No, it's not a cute age at all. Wait till he turns 7, really.
I mean, it's past the terrible 2s, but in that tyrant 3s.
He's been terrible, so I don't really have an age limit for that.
Okay,
so you're a mother. Okay, shout out to the moms out there now.
I am teacher. I'm certified between 4th through 8th grade.
Ooh, them just were they at their worst.
I love that middle school age.
What do you teach? English?
English, yes, ma'am.
Hey. Okay. Shout out to all of the teachers out there.
But that age, you have to have a heart for them, so I love them dearly. And all their hormones and craziness.
Of course.
So I will soon be a certified sexologist. By the end of this year.
Okay.
I've been in Dr. Rachel's Institute, but it was provided to me by Bedroom Kandi. So she partnered with Dr. Rachel, and I've been in this program for about a year. It doesn't take that long, but sister was busy.
Fit it into the schedule.
I had to fit in where get it in where I fit in, but I'm almost done, and I'm so excited about it.
I'm excited for you. That's why I was like, wait a minute, she got that bedroom going on. Let's get this popping. Because it's about to be cut tea season, cupping season 2. So we're going to try to get out some instructions.
I got to represent for the big girls,
Represents for the shawties. Okay, so we have a little introduction to you and what you do. All right, so my question to you, because everybody's probably going to want to ask, what made you want to get into this field? What interests you about sex? Let us know.
So, about almost 3 years ago now, one of my friends was having a bachelorette party. And I love bachelorette parties because, it gets us to talking about my favorite thing, which is sex, right? Right. So, my sponsor at the time, I didn't know she was going to become my sponsor. She walked in the door and she started setting up all the lovely, beautiful toys and she set up some other things, and I was looking at her like, okay,
Uncomfortable,
what is this?
right?
No, I wasn't uncomfortable. I was just like, what is this, though? Because I had never seen this particular contraption that she put on the door.
Ew.
And so eventually she tied my friend up to the door using this contraption.
Okay, 50 Shades of Grey.
Right. So at the time we had a longer handle whip.
Okay.
And she was blindfolded. My friend was blindfolded, and she asked who wanted to whip her.
Whips and chains and handcuffs. Smack a little booty with the belt. Oh, so you wanted to volunteer to... Okay. Interesting.
So I was going up and down on her body, and she was feeling it, and I think she was about to come. And and she had alcohol in her, all those kind of things. And so as the night had progressed, I had already taken over conversations. So I was taking over squirting conversations. I was taking over relationship conversations. I was talking about anal sex and all of these different things that I was talking about. And so my sponsor was like, you need to be a Bedroom Kandi consultant.
Sure the hell do.
So at the end of the night, I'm filling out my order form.
Check.
And she said, who wants to become a Bedroom Kandi consultant? And I'm sitting here filling out my order form. And I look up and 3 people are pointing their fingers at me.
Yeah.
And I was like, but.
You didn't know.
And they was like, she's a relationship coach. She's a sex coach, and she nasty.
Because you was doing this on your friend,
all
over her board.
All over her board.
Okay.
So.
Okay, turn up.
So it took me another month, though, 2 weeks to a month maybe, to get signed up. And I've not looked back. I am in love with this company and the business, and talking to those people. It's our motto is empower, earn, and educate. Well, the empower thing for me is the biggest thing, because I think that as women and men too, we look down upon ourselves about a lot of things when I have the most confidence in the world.
Right.
And they're like, I want your confidence. And I said, well, I was just born this way.
Right. You own it.
I own it. Just like people think, big girls. Oh, we're in season, baby.
Jill Scott.
Let me tell you something. We're very much in season, and I own every part of me. So, yeah, the earning part, that part. We make good money.
Okay. Somebody out there look for a job. They earn.
Hello. Where I'm always recruiting people. Because we earn good money. Even if you wanted to do it part-time, full-time, whatever you want to do, it's out there. So.
Have you said that?
Yeah. Some people make $500 a month, and some people are making $7,000-8,000.
There's a lot of freaky people out here.
Hello.
There's a lot of freaks.
Yes, there are, and I think you're in the presence of one of them.
That's okay. I'm not judging you. I'm not the one.
But it's so inspiring to talk to all of these different men and women about their sexuality, because there's so many things that people want to know but they're afraid to ask.
That's why I got this show.
And with my platform, going out to these parties and doing these parties, they asked me those questions. I was just at a vending event a week ago, and this girl said, okay, so I'm not having sex right now. I said, okay.
Okay, girl.
So, but there's something that I really want to try, but I need help. Can I get your phone number? And I said, okay. And so when I called her, she said, I just want to try anal. I just want to do that. And
she was going to do it with herself?
No.
Oh, so that was going to be the first thing she did when she had sex?
She had a boyfriend.
Oh.
They just wasn't having sex.
Ew.
But that was one of the things that she wanted to do.
Ooh, interesting.
And she was scared to tell him too, because she was just like, I don't know if he's gonna think it's taboo or what the case may be. There's horror stories. It don't have to hurt. It don't have to hurt.
Okay, flip 2 pages then. Flip 2 pages.
It don't have to hurt.
So the line is, who is the owner of the line? The actual company.
Bedroom Kandi is Kandi Burris, baby. Real Housewives of Atlanta. That's my girl, the only one that hasn't left ever.
You're right.
Ever.
You're right, because a lot of them come back. They come back.
I think this is 10 years on the season.
Right.
And she has not left ever.
They be hating on her. I was happy when that freak came out.
They can hate all they want, though. She's a multi-billionaire. And then Escape. Do you know, you're my
yeah, she wrote it.
Hey, that was my jam back then.
You hit him
back
with
in
a
the
roll.
day. Oh.
You were sold on that. Okay.
I did.
Candy,
But that
I like
was-
Candy.
that was-
I like her.
She's always been my favorite. Always
Let me
been my
see, do I have a
favorite.
favorite? I know who I don't like, but yeah, I like Candy because she's still a businesswoman and she separates that from the fun side. Because when I found that she had that sex dungeon, I was like, yo, Candy that's where it's at. You know what I'm saying?
Girl.
I was about to sign up on that sex life. But what I'm telling you is, recently, shout out to you, Candy. Holla. You know that Atlanta's popping, very, very busy metropolitan city, and she recently did her launch for her sex dungeon. And I was listening to the Breakfast Club, and I heard her talking about it, or heard them talking about it, how you can get these tickets, and it was on a Ricky Smiley show, and I was like, I got to get in the building. But the way my fund's set up,
girl,
I just got to be the one here.
Yeah, you had to have a ticket,
right?
And it was really actually open. There are some Bedroom Kandi consultants that went.
Because you could came back and told us,
y'all, if I could have gone. Oh.
Girl, you would have been turned
in the night. And I, you know, when I got divorced, this year I got divorced.
Right.
I threw away all my lingerie. And so that was going to give me a reason to go buy some new lingerie. And black, honey, you know that's already slimming.
Yeah, sleek and slimming.
You know.
Did you see her picture for her?
Did I see it? Did you not see it on my page when we were posting?
Bruh, I said Candy about to get snatched.
Have you heard? What is the name of the song though? I be playing it all the time. She came out with a new song to it.
I can't think of, but it's a sexy song
right now. She said you want a bad bitch. But I ain't never been average.
Yes, honey.
What you gonna do?
I know Ty's having a good time. Ty is having a good time, honey. Can I just be a fly on the wall and look in? But, you know, it's all good. Candy, one day ShaunieB gonna come to the Sex Dungeon show, and hey, I'm gonna be there.
But you know what she said? Because we have conference calls every Monday. And so she was on our conference call this particular time, and she was talking about how it went at the dungeon, and nobody was having sex or anything, but she had people simulating sex all over the place, and you know, actresses and models and whatnot. But the thing that she said to us though was she's gonna see if she can take it on tour.
I think she should come to Dallas. Probably through the Arlington, Dallas side. Don't go too far, Dallas. The traffic is bad. But anywhere the trolleys will go, I will go. Then one of those electronic scooters, pay $5 for the day. I'm scooting to your shop. You your shindig, girl.
But no, for real. And then that's an opportunity for all the Bedroom Kandi consultants as well, because we'll be there. We'll be promoting in whatever city that we're in. Just like the Escape concert. Not to toot my own horn. Beat toot. But I was the winner for the Dallas area for being the top salesperson when she had the Escape tour.
$bills, y'all.
So I was backstage with Candy, and
congratulations.
VIP and all of that. I got to go to the concert for free.
God,
yes.
Damn it, Gina,
yes.
you did that, honey.
Yes.
It's earnings. Hello.
Earnings. And you get those perks, babies.
Okay.
Yes, you do.
Y'all looking for a job? You better. And you nasty too. Go on.
And she is the most down to earth person.
I can see that, and I can see that's why when we see her emotional side, you know it's genuine, because people don't have that. They don't show that. And I want to meet you, Candy. Come on down here to KMWI Media in Arlington. Hello. Holla at me and Kenny. So that's what's up, y'all. You know, I really did want to go to that sex dungeon. I heard 7th Street was in the building. You know, I was like, yo, because I be liking 7th.
Yes.
Okay, so next time we're going to plan on Candy, go on a tour. Make Dallas one of your cities.
Always, though.
We need this because people don't like to talk about sex, and this will kind of bring out that inner freaky that they keep showing us on Snapchat.
And you know, we live in the Bible Belt, so Lord Jesus.
Skip over that street.
Girl.
Just come on down. So, with us being on the topic right now of, you know, Candy and the freaky side they may have, what do you consider a freak? Like, is there a definition for a freak? Is there an action for a freak? I mean, because a lot of people don't know the simple things that they do is freaky.
I don't really have a definition for a freak. And maybe that's because I'm in the business. Okay. Because to me, everything is normal, you know, for most things. You said normal. For most things. Like, too freaky to me is letting someone urinate on you. That's yeah.
Shut the door.
That's bye.
That's a lie.
Yeah, that's too much.
That's a lie. Yeah.
Too freaky for me. You know,
Okay.
there are things that I haven't really done. Like for instance, I like BDSM. I do.
Can you give me that right now?
Yeah.
So you know the acronym, like, what is that? Is that some new juice on the market? What is that?
So you like bondage, dominance,
Oh, okay.
sadism, masochism, all those type of things.
Ew.
It's kind of where you like to get hurt
Oh, you
when
like
you're
to
doing
bleed.
those
Make
things.
it bleed.
You like to the pain of it all is sexual for you, or it can actually be non-sexual as well.
Ooh.
And my Mama D is definitely a dom, and she loves all of those type of things. But there's light BDSM,
Okay.
and there's all that way.
That's
And
heavy.
I'm not the heavy.
Okay.
Like I just like a little bit of,
A little.
Can you paddle me just?
Okay, I don't know about that. Is there a starter kit package?
Yeah,
for
this would be part of the starter kit.
I'm on the
okay?
starter side. I don't know.
This would definitely be part of the starter kit because see the thing is, and I tell people, touch is everything.
Right.
So we have a mask that goes with this pattern.
Okay.
Right? And so I usually blindfold people and just let them rub this thing over them before giving them a good.
So how hard are we talking? Are we talking about?
I mean, what's your
Slavery's packs?
what's the safe word?
Whips pack? Like, Kunta, my name's Kunta.
I mean, what's the safe word? Because this is a conversation beforehand. What do you like
I don't know.
beforehand?
I don't know.
And then this could be a trial and error thing for you, and because sex is also about trial and error, right?
It's so right.
So with this particular thing, some people might like just that light touch.
Can you do that? Okay, that didn't
that
hurt. That didn't hurt. You might not lose a tooth with that,
right. And then there's a little bit harder.
Okay,
right,
there's a little. You might get
just a little bit, and then there's that.
You do that, you losing the fronts. Forget veneers. You losing all of this.
But think about it. As you're going up and down the body with this particular paddle, and you get to some of those creases, and and then that. It's a that I might like that. Ooh,
this shit is over. Wrap these blankets up. You're done. That last one. That last one was hard.
But then you come back and you rub it and you touch it and you caress it.
I have to be intoxicated.
But what's your safe word, Shawnee? What's your safe word?
Big. Big.
A lot of people say pineapples.
I don't know.
Mine is Starburst.
Starburst.
So if I say Starburst, you've gone too far.
Y'all get a safe word.
You must have a safe word.
Talk about this beforehand.
Yes, it's about communication. So like, remember I said, there's that harder core BDSM, right?
This is a tying you up.
This is a choker.
Okay.
So this is a dog collar,
Oh,
right?
I ain't never been no dog.
But this dog collar, right?
Yeah.
Has nipple clamps.
Nipple clamps?
Has nipple clamps. We're not gonna put these on.
I was gonna say, you can show me your titties today?
No. Okay. Nipple clamps. And you can adjust the tightness of how much you want this to be a nipple clamp. I actually like these. It's a little pinch. It's just a little pinch. And if you have it on the lowest setting, it's not gonna hurt that much.
Right.
But that pinch, it gives you a whole nother jolt of energy.
Girl, I breastfed, so that pinch didn't turn me all the way
And it definitely has some. Definitely has some.
I blame my son for the way I feel now. Ooh.
But that's not even hardcore BDSM.
Kenny laughing.
I'm just telling you, that's not even hardcore BDSM. Like hardcore BDSM is like past 50 Shades of Grey. Now he had a dungeon, right?
Yeah.
And that part of that her being on that wall, that's a part of that major.
I ain't even touched into that yet.
When
you smack my hand with that thing, my watch said breathe. It said breathe. That's hard. Yeah, it said breathe. Apple said no. Her heart rate done went up. Breathe, bird. You got to go in cardiac arrest. Okay. And what's the acronym for that again?
BDSM.
BDSM, y'all.
Bondage, dominance, sadism, and masochism.
Are y'all on that level yet?
Mm-mm.
Some of y'all like, I ain't even stepped into that realm. Y'all still on the starter kit side of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just get your little paddles.
So that's a little freaky, I guess, because that's stepping outside the norm.
That's outside of my norm. Like past these two things and the flogger that we have, and I'm at. Like she's into Mama D. She's into cutting. Yeah, and the sight of blood, like all those things. Yeah.
Is she a devil worshiper? What is going on with Mama D?
No.
What's the D stand for?
It's
Devil?
I don't want to say what her name is, but
Mama Dead?
but no, that's a part of all of that. You
Cutting?
know? And see,
Girl, no.
and for some people that turns them on, and just the sight of it gets them just a rush, a jolt of
I don't even
adrenaline
get
through their
blood,
body.
so I know that ain't
Yeah,
gonna work for
I
me.
don't. Now, see, I'm not that far into.
No, I'm on the starter kit
Yeah,
side. I keep
yeah.
telling y'all.
Wait.
That first smack would have did good. I don't know about the nipple ring, but I might have to turn it on a nozzle one. You know.
So, do you like your nipples to be licked inside?
Depending on if they, if they teeth, if they dental work done good. Some people got them sharp canines here. Yeah. It's a stimulation for it.
So you do realize that you can have an orgasm just from somebody licking and sucking on your nipples.
I eat if it's done right. Yes, I concur. Yes, you got some cream.
So
I'm about to put the cream on.
this is called. I don't have the Q-tips with me today.
Okay.
But this is called Kiss and Tingle. Kiss and Tingle. So this is the flavor of this one is raspberry, but the other one that I love that I don't have with me today is called Breakfast in Bed. And so it's for your lips.
Okay.
These lips. Okay. And then for your nipples. And so let me tell you what I used to do with this, right. So I put it on my lips. Now, see, I like to walk around naked. Okay.
That's okay, me too.
Okay.
When I'm alone.
But my ex-husband knew that if I had on some clothes and something was getting ready to go down, so I would have on his t-shirt and no panties on, no panties.
Oh, no panties.
And already have this nipple cream on, right? And so when he came in the door, when I gave him that kiss, he'd be like, "Oh, baby, that tastes good. What is that?" Because it's definitely edible.
Freaky.
It's edible.
Okay.
And then I'd be like, "Oh, you like that taste, baby?"
Is that the voice you use?
I
I need to work on my voice.
Wait, and then I'd be like, "So now taste these."
Girl, you need to write a book.
Uh-huh.
Hello, let her in. You heard her knocking?
It's about the art of seduction. You have to know how to,
seduction.
talk to your boo and caress the boo. And you see how my voice has now changed.
It did.
A little bit.
Girl, I'm about to throw you some money.
Hey, my name is Candy now. Hey.
Okay, so you put that on your nips,
and then he can lick it off and kiss it.
Do that heat up too, you said?
No, it does tingle.
Okay.
Now, some people say it heats, but it's not really meant to heat. Yeah, it's more of a tingle-ish feeling. Yeah.
All right, you better put the people in the game.
They need something.
They need something because they basic out here. And they've been doing the basic stuff for a long time. Okay, so I'm with that. Well, you said you don't have a definition of a freak. So what is your freak level? I don't have a top, I don't have a bottom, I have a max, I don't have a min. What is from 0 to, oh, you need some work to whatever, sky's the limit. What is your freak level?
So with the right person, it's uncapped. It's unlimited. There's nothing that I won't try for you. Okay. Now, if I try it and I don't like it, then that's a whole nother thing. Okay. But there's nothing I won't do for you.
So do you try it, don't like it, and stop it right there, or do you finish it for that moment and never go back?
I finish for that moment and have a conversation about it. Because for me, it's all about communication. Yes. So there might be a part of whatever we just did, I might not like it, and it's because you were at this angle or at that angle, or you rubbed it too fast, or you touched it too slow, or you know, whatever the case may be. So it might be worth me trying again for you
to make sure that
I just didn't really like it.
Well, you
three times you're out though.
Yes, strike. So you popped in on what my next question was. To answer my own question, I don't think I have a freak level. I just aim to please.
That's me.
You gotta give me a little wink. My wink game is pretty horrible.
Smile sound like a level 10.
You know, Kendall, listen, shoot, dance 10. It don't matter. All the times I aim to please. You take that and run with it all you want. But when you touched on the fact that it might be on the left, might be on the right, or too aggressive, too hard, that's the next question. How do you address the unsatisfaction part of it? Because, you know, people are real sensitive. They come into the room thinking, oh, ain't nobody complaining yet. So how do you properly tell somebody that the penetration isn't good or the oral sex isn't good?
Okay, so, and I'm speaking for myself, and I feel like this is how it should be.
Okay.
I don't feel like you should be having sex with anybody that you cannot communicate with.
Indeed.
Okay. So, with that being said, I'm only talking about communicators right now, right?
Okay.
So, if I know that I'm not enjoying myself, it's a conversation. So put all that anxiety away and
Mm-hmm.
that fear away, because we feel like we're going to be rejected. We feel like, they're not going to listen. Well, I don't want anybody in my stuff that's not going to listen to me.
Right. You don't know everything.
So then that might be your breakup right there. But anyway,
Right.
that's another show. That's another show.
Come on back. We got time. Mm-hmm.
So like I need to have a conversation with you. So for instance, I don't like the way you went down on me. Okay. So
Ooh, that's gonna hurt somebody's
um,
feelings.
um,
Somebody must be in their feelings. Hey. All right, you are live with ShaunieB and Miss Candy J. What is your name?
talk about it.
My name is Elizabeth, and I'm going to have several questions for you ladies.
What was your name, boo?
No.
Oh, Netta, welcome to the show. Okay, she said she had several questions. Go ahead.
So, you guys were talking about, what is your level of forgiveness and safe words and whatnot. So my question is kind of along the lines of what you just asked about how to let your partner know when they're not quite, doing what you need. Like, say, they're munching the box and they think it's great and it's just painful to you and you want them to do something better. What's a great way to let them know without kind of ruining the mood or stopping them from doing it in the future?
Okay. Did you hear a question? Okay. She's about to give it to you.
So with that said, so the question is more or less, how do I communicate this that I'm not having the best time
Right,
with
it hurts.
this, right?
Ouch.
Ow,
Mhm.
ow, ow.
Mhm.
Okay, so here's a subtle way to do it. Share fantasies. Okay,
Mhm.
so you want to share these fantasies of exactly how you want to do it, right?
Okay.
And how you want to be touched and how you want to be caressed, and it's where that sex talk comes in, right? So you have to be able to have that conversation with your partner. So if I didn't like how you did it, then I'm going to tell you exactly how I want it. I want you to give a few strokes to my pussy, and then I want you to put your tongue over it and do light circles around my clit.
Okay.
And that gets me all wet. And then I want you to go back down to my vagina and put your tongue into my vagina. And then while you got your tongue in my vagina, I want you to be rubbing your thumb in circular motions around my clit. It's very descriptive,
It was.
and I'm telling you exactly what I like and how I like it. And it takes the pressure off if you make it a fantasy. If you make it a fan.
Netta, what you think about that? Because I just felt like my poo was like. All right, Netta, what do you think about that, Netta?
I love it. Actually, I never thought about it that way. And I think that kind of works for anything, really. If they're in the wrong position and it's painful or it's just not right, or and it can make, I guess, things better for you. Period.
Right.
Just the whole experience better with your partner. It helps your partner grow without killing their ego. I guess.
Right.
Exactly.
So do you prefer it to be verbally stated, or can they put it in a text format or email format with pictures and emojis?
Whatever your form of best communication is. So, like for some people, email is the best communication for them. So put it in an email. For some people, it's text message. Some people, it's verbally. Some people, they need visual cues.
Right.
It just depends on what your best.
But I like how you
with.
put that, because you're like, do this with this and go down here, and you have them turn by turn directions like Siri. Now if they ain't following through, then you need to seriously dump them.
But also you could try listening or reading erotica together and have that already pinpointed to the place that you like right there. And oh, daddy, you said these things to me, and how you touched and rubbed my nipples sweetly and caressed. Like, you got to make sure that they hear those things, and be like, oh, baby, I like that right there. It just depends on
how you communicate it. But when you add the mannerisms to it, it does heighten it. Netta, you said you had several questions. What is your other question?
Well, now some of them were eliminated because the
Mm-hmm.
But they want to reciprocate all the time. Now, it's not necessarily my experience, but I have known that have this experience. So I just want to know how you get your partner to be about you as opposed to being selfish.
Okay, so that's a great question.
Okay, good job, girl.
That's an awesome question. So that brings me into
Hey.
some education that's on our line, right?
Okay.
So not everybody's gonna want to read it. However, I'm all about little notes and things that you can leave around the house as little hints. In your briefcase,
Okay.
in your some people share iPhone notes. Some people
Well,
share
damn lie. You ain't got passcode for this. All right.
Android, no, but you don't have to have a passcode to my phone to be able to share. But anyway, but anyways, we have the mystery of the undercover clitoris on our educational line. So some of I've actually highlighted a few things in here. Understanding her orgasm. Tune into your lover's orgasm. And it gives you a step-by-step excitement, plateau, orgasm, resolution. These are a step-by-step guide to exactly how I want it and creating that excitement and getting the adrenaline going in that moment, right?
Mm-hmm.
So here's what I would do. Sometimes I would leave a page unfolded and leave it right where I know he was going to read and be like, oh, baby, I left you a highlighted note right here. Right? Or, like I said, in his briefcase, when he did carry a briefcase.
If he got a job.
Right. On the refrigerator, because men like to eat. Mm-hmm. Boom! There you go. Was this for a hint for me? Uh-huh. Yes. It sure was.
A clue.
Or even a screenshot of it and send it to his phone. Baby, can we try this? And you're not saying that he's not pleasing you. You just want to try something out. Feeding that ego, but not diminishing the ego at the same time.
So, Netta, we actually have the pleasure of having a male in the building. Shout out to K-Dub. And, Kenny, I don't know if you heard the question, but pretty much is, how do you, sometimes, and we're not, throwing men under the bus, whatever, but sometimes men want, they want to always have fellatio. They always want you to go over and beyond to please them. But women desire that same attention and don't feel like begging or having to plead or whatever. How can we get you guys to acknowledge that we want it just as much as you do and we don't feel like we should have to beg for it?
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, okay, that's a lovely question, but can you guys hear me out there?
Just go up 2 more octaves.
Okay, so for me, I mean, Kandi was right. I think that, you make us feel rewarded when we do certain things.
Okay.
We're listening too. I know me per se, I can speak for myself, I always listen to the woman's body. Because she's talking to me. Her body's talking to me without any verbal communication.
Right.
So when I do something, say I touch certain things, I caress certain things, her body's responding, and I'm listening to her heartbeat as well.
Okay.
So all of that makes, and then sometimes when you have oral sex, it's not always the same thing. You got to try different parts, like Kandi was saying. Get around the vagina, touch the clitoris, stick your tongue in, stick under it, go around those things. All that's important. So if we're constantly communicating, like she said, communication is the biggest thing. Okay. But how to get that man to do it, if he doesn't do it, he might be a little selfish.
Very selfish.
But if he's willing to do it, but he's afraid that he's going to do it wrong, so his ego might be a little sensitive about certain things. So, I agree with what Kandi was saying, but it's something about that tone.
Okay.
If you ask him, you're coaching him, you're telling him, hey babe, I like this, or you can talk about it before you have sex. Right. You saying rape before, you don't say, okay, this is a play call, we're gonna go in and do this. Right. But maybe sometime during the day when you're sexting each other, hey, I want you to do this to me later on, blah 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 blah. And then when you guys finally have sex, I think the best time to have sex is when a woman's on the cycle.
What?
Because I'm saying talking about sex.
Oh, I thought when she's on, Kenny, you freaky.
When she's off, the anticipation is
right, because you're already in.
Okay, damn,
because that's the horniest time.
Right, it's the horniest time. Those 5 days.
She's done. And that 2 days after when she's all cleaned out,
the wall.
then you on. So that's my opinion.
We ain't mad at you. I want to get the male's perspective because sometimes guys just want this, and then when a woman's like, well, when you gonna do me? And I don't feel like it or whatever. So ladies, if he's still not doing it after you wrote the book or highlight the book or send him a Snapchat. It was cool. Then you got to move him over and get somebody else. Because he's selfish. And at this point, or just don't do him at all. It ain't always better.
Everybody else.
Just don't do him at all?
Just, well, continue to be you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And hope that he'll come around, but let him know how important it is.
Right.
I mean,
that's very key.
Patience is a virtue, definitely.
Well, how damn long do you got to be patient?
And that's what I was about to say. There's a certain point where, if you're not going to be able to give me the things that I need, then why are we talking?
But I appreciate what Kenny said. He said he listens to the heartbeat because he's a doctor. And then he looks at the body motions, and he's paying attention to her body. A lot of people get in there and the lights be so dark, the street lights be cut off, you don't really even see each other's chemistry. So, okay. Make sure y'all take good showers, because ain't nobody gonna be going down on you, and you got this beyond scent.
Yes.
You got to clean, both of y'all got to be clean yourself.
So speaking of that,
now, if you have any more questions, ma'am, we didn't want to hold you.
No, those were my questions. You guys have been great and given me everything that I need to say. Appreciate it.
Okay, don't electrocute yourself with your hands are wet. Thank you. She's probably getting real nasty with herself.
But speaking of that, so a lot of people are not aware that Bedroom Kandi has a total men's line. So we have a shave gel, we have a lotion, we have a beard oil. We have this beard oil right here. It's called Pragmatism.
Ooh, look at that beard.
And it smells really good, and it conditions their beard really, really well.
Right.
We have a shower gel for them.
Okay.
But head to toe, baby, let me just tell you. And it looks like this. It comes in this little container. It is shea butter. Oh my God, smell that, Shawnee. Smell it.
Oh, this smells good, Kenny.
Yes. Every time my friend comes over and he has this on, because he has the whole collection. He has that on, baby.
You be taking back, honey. Look how massaging my skin.
Hallelujah. Yeah, take me in.
Oh, Lord.
Yes, he smells so good with that on.
Right.
Oh my God.
And it's shea butter.
So think about it. You're talking about making sure that you're clean. Well, we have a whole line for you to be clean.
There you have it.
And then wait, we got our own little pocket balm for men. Oh my God. Right.
Hey,
for them lips. Yeah. Nobody wants to kiss anybody with crusty lips.
Yes, no chaps and bleed. And for y'all still wearing that lace front beard, take that off. Get you some of this. You ain't got to put the glue on there no more. The lace front glue, the double-sided tape, you ain't got to do that no more. You're breaking out. I'm just saying. I'm not hating, but your skin hates you.
You are so.
I'm just telling them.
Stupid.
No one wants to say it. I'm gonna address it.
So can I address something?
Yes.
So we were talking about what's for men, right? What's for men?
Yes.
So let me just show you a little something.
Oh yeah.
Let me put this disclaimer out. This is King Daddy.
Daddy.
King Daddy is not a part of our line. Okay. Is not a part of our line, right?
Okay.
So this is our blackberry fig lube, right? Let me tell you something. With lube, we have 3 different flavors of lube: blackberry fig, we have strawberry pomegranate, and we have I just went completely blank on the last one. Strawberry pomegranate, green apple, and blackberry fig.
Yes.
So, but here's the deal. You always want to use a water-based lube when you're using this lovely piece of equipment that I'm getting out for you. And so, this is called Helping Hand.
Helping Hand.
Helping Hand.
Yes.
The street name is Pocket Pussy. And what is this for?
Show the people.
So you're going to put a little bit of lube. It's paraben free, glycerin free.
Yeah, Kenny getting excited. Ooh, showtime.
Vegan friendly.
Oh, vegan. Oh, y'all ain't got to worry about upsetting that.
Okay, so listen. So a lot of men be like, that ain't going to fit on me. Hold on, baby. Hold on. Wait a minute.
Ooh, look at that. Okay.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
Interesting.
And you bring that all the way down. Right?
Okay.
And he fits right in there, right? And he's probably bigger than the average man,
I was
right?
What about the little pencil?
Yeah. He'll fit because you saw he expanded.
He did expand.
Yeah.
He did.
Right. So you can be sucking on the tip while you are helping him out, or doing that Jill Scott motion, You can be playing with the taint, which is the piece of meat in between the anus and his balls, right? His testicles, right? And then what I love about this is you can bring this over and he can deposit all that good yummy stuff inside.
Yummy.
I mean, some of us like to swallow. All that good yummy stuff inside.
That actually probably
Of helping hand. You know, they talk about that vitamin D. Yes, that is what that's all about.
Y'all see that?
Vitamin E.
That
Yeah.
that's that help.
Y'all see how them juices was still in the thing?
It was all in there.
It was all in there. It was everywhere. And the sound effects was real.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, Kenny, you want you a pocket food?
It is called Helping Hands.
Helping Hands,
Wonderful,
y'all. Hit you with that Jill Scott, that carpet tunnel. That carpet tunnel. That's what I call it now. Can I get that carpet tunnel? Sure cannot. Okay, so you got you some little toys. Men, y'all have not been forgotten in the Bedroom Kandi line.
Absolutely not.
Candy's thinking about y'all. Y'all trying.
Mhm.
Okay. So then you told us about the book, the clitoris side for the women that like down your balls, boom. You got a new book right here called Tickle His Pickle. And if you're smaller than a pickle, tickle his pencil. Hey, everybody needs love.
Hey now. But here's the thing. This is also a part of our line, of course. And we have about 12 different educational books on our line. So there is nothing wrong with getting yourself educated. But there's there's so much stuff in here that we don't have time for. But like on page 70, if you go in this book, there is all these different ways to massage him. So like there's the thank you, and then there's the sausage wrap, and there's the two-fisher that we all saw Jill Scott down the eye. Then there's the pumper and the twister. I mean, there's all kinds of things in this book for people to learn how to do all of these things. And it talks about, one of my favorite things, shaving each other.
Yeah, you got to shave each other.
My
hair is disgusting.
God. So on our Bath and Body Works line, because of course we do have a Bath and Body Works line, we have it's called Refresh and Renew, which is the feminine wash side, and then there's Smooth and Soothe, which is the shaving cream, and there's also a shave cream, remember, for the men, right?
Right.
So you just get a little bit of something, and you make it all erotic. Baby, can you come shave me, please?
Oh, I'll be nervous.
And with every stroke,
yeah,
you're getting all teased up.
he might mind. He got bad vision. He might shave my happy bump off. Just got to pull the plug on me. No happy bump on me. I'm just saying.
But it's erotic, and and let's go to the other side. Hair holds odor. So that's something that you guys can do together as a preventative measure when you don't want to be all
musty and stinky. That's why they ain't going down there, because you got that little patch. You try to have a little R. Kelly thing going on there. It's stupid. Cut the airline strip off. It's stupid.
So speaking of smells, yes, baby. This right here is called Simply Irresistible.
Okay.
And it comes in 2 different scents, but hey, it's paraben-free, sugar-free, glycerin-free. But guess what? It's for
the vagina.
Your vajayjay. You're gonna spray this, and it absorbs some of the moisture down there, right? And it has pheromones in it. Are you familiar with pheromones?
I saw it on a movie. Don't worry about what I subscribe to in my free time. Y'all goofy, bro. You ask too many questions, but yes, I do. Yes.
So pheromones are this hormone that you secrete out naturally, and it attracts other people.
Okay.
How you doing? Right. So when you add those into a bottle and you spray those things on, like this one as well. This one is Seduce Me Heartthrob, and it's my favorite. It's my favorite. Smell that. So that one comes in a body mist, a shower gel, and a lotion. Right. But let me tell you something about that one. Okay? I dance with a hip hop crew. Shout out to Louisiana Dance Fitness.
Okay.
Yes, baby. So let me tell you, okay? That one, every time I go to the gym, I wash in the shower gel, I put on the lotion, and I put on the body mist. And when me and my Colin G, which is my son, was walking through 24-hour fitness, I'd be like, come here, girl. Come here. Ooh, you smell good.
I wonder, can I squirt this on me and get an endorsement? ShaunieB. Pick me up yet? Spray this on right on down the Nike. Hey.
You so daggone silly, child.
Okay.
But it's the art of seduction. That's why it's called Seduce Me.
So when you still spray this, this is on the pool, right?
But you can spray this
Anywhere.
everywhere. But you want to put it in those zones that you're going to sweat in.
Right, so it can
Because it
pop out.
secretes out. Yes.
Ooh, girl, you don't want to spray too much on. You done had a whole girlfriend and a whole boyfriend.
Yeah, so I mean, we can't control who is attracted to
That's
you.
what I'm telling you. Folks.
I mean, he might be in a hoopty or he might be in a BMW, or it might be a she and she got a heart on for you because she's a stud.
She
You know,
paying bills.
who knows?
No, I don't
you
know
know.
about that part.
Oh.
Yeah, that's pushing you.
I mean, femme stud. I don't care. We got that LGBTQ community.
Hey,
you know,
we love them all, I guess.
I mean, I love them all.
Hey.
Absolutely.
Okay, so you gave us a spray.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so if I spray before I leave, then how long is that gonna last?
Girl, all damn day.
Oh, damn day. What about tomorrow too?
Be careful when you go to work.
No.
Well,
No.
you're right. I'm gonna get that promotion. Okay. Well, we got some stuff popping.
Right. So I think you should try this too, because this has nothing to do with seduction. It's just a part of our Bath and Body Works line, right?
Okay.
So this is our whipped butter. And you want to take that and put it on, and it's called Guava Lava.
It just smell good.
And we have a candle that is just like that. So let me tell you something. All of our candles turn into massage oil.
Girl, that's
All
freaky.
of them.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Look at Kenny. He like,
All
look at
of them. So it's not wax, it's actual oil.
Right.
And you just use it to rub all over that
I gotta put this
body.
lotion on my pants.
Think about being naked,
Right.
and you've put that on the warmer, and you take that off the
Yeah.
warmer, and he's or she is rubbing you down.
It would have been here at that time.
You know, I mean, I gotta say. You know,
Right. You know, people be jumping ship sometimes.
But let me.
That's a real good idea.
Uh huh.
Have that candle melts down.
Right. And pour it on the body.
But I usually just put it on the burner. You don't have to even melt it down. Mm-hmm.
This lotion is nice and
Look
thick.
at you. Look at Candy over there.
Hello? I'm
Hmm.
about to be, yes.
Hmm.
Get the rub off.
But listen, so usually I add that with. Now think about this. Now this little thing right here is called Make Me Over, and you see it's a little compact, but it's definitely not a compact.
It's a comeback.
So listen, normally I have people, you rub your neck around and you rub all the way down, and you stroke those nipples real quick, but it's really meant
For down there.
for that clit.
Girl,
It's really meant.
don't show
This
me
has
time.
7 different speeds. So 3 of these are going to vibrate, and 4 of them are going to pulsate. Let me let you.
Girl, this is strong.
You should have never gave that.
It's
Be back. After these messages.
Cause wait, I thought you had a story to tell.
I do. You know what? Go. Listen.
Wait a minute. Mm-hmm.
Who that lotion?
Mm.
So y'all know I'm like an open book, it's not too much. Well, it's some things I don't tell you, but on the side of embarrassment, I don't mind telling you that because we all gonna go through it. But growing up, I really wasn't in touch with that side of the toys and all that, so I really just didn't know. Well, one of my cousins was like, she's like, girl, you got to try this bullet. I had already had like a dildo that came with bullet in the anal part, but I threw the anal part out. But so I never used it at all. And then one day she's like, girl, you got to try this. But I was like, girl, ain't nobody can touch that stuff. That's disgusting. So it was waterproof, of course. This was the old school and still had the cord connected to it.
Mm-hmm.
So I gave it a try. Don't really do the dildo thing, but the bullet, yes. And I was like, so it's waterproof.
So you don't want to be penetrated with the toy.
The plastic stuff does nothing for me. You just give me the real deal, the skin with the vein in it. So then I decided to hop in the shower. Because I'm like, girl, this ain't going to work. I'm not going to get no feeling out of it. Went in the shower and I went at it and I was like, whoa! Because it's like an instant release. Mm-hmm. That was one time. I was still in the shower. Water bill was high this month. Did it again. It was 2 times. Because I'm like, in my mind thinking, I'm only going to be able to take a break. You can come and you got to wait a few minutes. But with the bullet, it kind of gives you quick. Bah, bah, bah. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to try this again. Let me tap out and see how many times I do that. Hair all damp and shit. Turn natural in the shower. Went for a 3rd time. So now I'm already still kind of lathered up from the soap. I'm sitting on the base of the tub. I go for the 4th time. My booty cheek lost its placement. So when I got to that pinnacle and I buzzed, I was like, oh! So I hit the back of my neck on the tub, and I just floated down, and I was just laying. I was knocked out. I was unconscious after the 4th one.
So you was on sex sent me to the ER before it was ever a show.
Before it was a show. This one say y'all endorsed me.
Shut
yes.
up!
So after I my own tub with the sex toy sitting beside me. I woke up because the water was going to my nose at this point. I'm now flowing the water. And then you know what I did? I woke up and went for the 5th time. This was nothing but God. Listen.
Did you use a pillow this time?
No, I screwed up some. I screwed it because my butt had the soap, so it slid. That's what I lost my slide. I slid. I'm sliding the heaven naked. The point of the matter is, from that day forward, I was always tied to my bullet, and I was sewed. So I don't smoke. And you know, at work, you get a 15-minute for your smoke break. I started telling them, look, I got to go take a smoke break. I was in the car, y'all, with my toy, and they're having a ball. I was like, don't bother me, Linda. Yes.
You went back to work smiling all day.
Hello, I'm like, hey, customer service. And that's how I got those customer service surveys.
So, Shawnee,
yes.
do you like lipstick, man?
I don't wear lipstick, but if I can conceal it to make it look like it's lipstick.
Well, this
Let me see
damn
the
sure
powers.
is not lipstick, baby.
Hey.
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 Hey. Hey.
I can feel it on the table.
This is Candy Kisses.
Let me feel that vibration.
This is her award-winning.
Yeah, listen, you can hear the nails.
Award-winning toy. Okay, that was one of her very first toys on the line, and it is sold every time I have a party. I said one of those, baby. Put it on your nose, and you'll see how powerful it is.
This ain't been on nobody clip.
On the tip of your nose, girl. Ain't nobody.
Ooh, my
My
nose ring came out. Ooh. That's what's up.
Yes, girl. Wait.
Christmas story.
And most of our toys, except maybe 4 or 5, are USB chargeable.
Girl, because mine is battery operated. Because I'm always sending me batteries.
No, ma'am. No,
Gina.
no, ma'am. You don't need batteries.
See, y'all, Candy J is giving y'all tea. Y'all gotta get on to her site. I done put buttercream on and everything.
But wait, let me tell you something about this though. So when you use toys though, or when you just need to, get yourself all together and feeling really good, right? So in my right hand right here is called Sweet on Me.
Okay.
In my left hand is called Ignite Me.
Okay.
Both of these are clitoral stimulation gel.
Girl, that's an evil laugh.
So this one is buttercream icing, right? And
Okay.
I'm gonna let you taste it, boo.
Girl, that's juicy,
He
girl.
just came all the way up.
the
Sometimes that happens.
Hey.
You know. Did you get some on there?
Yeah, I got some.
Okay. So, that,
It's like cake mix, really.
Right. So it's meant for clitoral stimulation, but guess what? You can put this on the head of his penis as well.
I pass, but yeah.
And,
it has like a Philly cream cheese taste.
she says she passed.
Yeah,
So this one takes about, most people it takes about 60 seconds to 2 minutes to really work and get in there, right? So I like to come a little faster than that. So
You have to come faster than 60 seconds?
I like to get wet fast.
Oh, okay, I'm like, girl, you are
I'm
speeding
sorry, my
things
bad. No.
Okay.
So this one's Ignite Me.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna let you, because you'd have to go in the bathroom. We ain't got time for that.
Girl.
So this one right here, you just take one drop and you rub it into the clit really well. Not the hood, but make sure that you get in the clit really well.
Okay.
Baby.
But it's
30 seconds.
30 seconds?
30
I
seconds.
don't
And
even
it's
need
like
a Mandy.
whoosh, like a warm peppermint patty.
No need a man, Kim.
Oh.
I don't need it.
No, because you're going to want something. You're going to either want to be licked or you want to be sticked. One of the two. Okay?
And what's that called?
Ignite me.
Ignite me. It excites me. Okay.
Ignite me. Yeah.
So all these are natural products, so it doesn't have any type of side effects if a person has allergies and stuff like that.
Nope. Hyperallergenic.
Ooh, y'all people, these allergies, y'all don't need a Benadryl.
Absolutely.
Y'all can get in there.
You don't need, this is the only line you need. Because Candy made sure that she took care of us. You know, vegan friendly, paraben free, gluten free. I mean, all of those
no
things.
excuse to spice up the
There's
bedroom.
none. Not one excuse at all. Here's something else I wanted you to try too. It is called the Sweet Spot.
Okay. Yeah, where does this
So
go?
this goes any place except for the vajayjay and the penis because it has sugar in it. And you don't want to put anything
You're
that
gonna
has
get that
sugar.
pH is gonna be off, and you're gonna really be stinking.
So listen, this goes on all of your erotic zones. Okay?
Okay.
So you can put it on your nipples. You can put it on your wrist. You can put it on your.
This is erotic.
Them
Okay.
thighs. Oh, girl.
I heard this was, but I don't know.
Shawnee. Okay. Here's what I want you to do, better. I want you to squirt this and put this right here.
Okay.
And then I want you to rub it in. Do it on the other side. Do it on the
Okay.
other side.
This is a cute side. Okay.
No, because I'm about to do something for
Oh,
you.
go. Tell me out. Okay. All right, it's in there.
Okay, so rub it in, rub
Oh,
it in.
Lord,
rub it in.
don't
Come,
catch me
come,
on
come,
this
come,
camera.
come, come,
Oh,
come,
okay.
Come.
Okay. Girl, that's hot. Ooh.
She's trying to steal it. She's
All
trying to steal
right.
it. It warms up. And then, honey, it is honey flavored. So he can lick it off of you, or she can lick it off of you.
That just warmed up instantly.
Instantly, as soon as I blew on it, right? Yeah. So think about, we're talking about the art of seduction.
Right.
You want to add different things in order for you to play just a little bit. You don't want to just rush into it and.
Because some people rush into it. They get on the water slide with no water. They be dry. You're like, whoa.
Hello? No. We don't do those things.
No, because when you wake up to pee the next day, it hurts because they done toward the skin. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
No, ma'am. And I'm not trying. No.
Well, this is the foreplay that you gave these people, so there's no excuse to why there's any miscommunication on how to make your boo feel good.
Absolutely.
Okay, so tantric. Have you heard of that?
Yeah.
Can you get the people
No.
No?
We're
That's
not, no.
too far for them?
No. We need a whole nother show for that one.
Okay.
Yeah, we need. Yeah, no.
She said she ain't gonna tell us.
No.
He said we can go to 6. It's been a 2-hour show today.
We need a whole other show for that.
All right. You promise people you're gonna come back?
Yeah, I promise I'm coming back.
She gonna come. We're gonna talk about tantric.
We need a whole other show.
In the meantime, y'all look it up yourself. I know what it is. Look it up so you can be prepared next time because she's coming back. And I know y'all gonna hit me up in the inbox and ask me questions.
But I will talk about a little something.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
ooh.
Have you ever seen these before?
I think I could say yes, because I think that's the one I threw out. I probably feel like that was the one I threw out. It looked weird. Tell people what it is.
This is called Step by Step.
Okay.
And so it's for those kind of anal.
Okay, that's the one I threw out
type people. Yeah.
Step by step, huh?
Yeah. So let me ask you this. You said you threw it out. Why?
It's just that's an extra shoot. There's nothing sexy about that booty, honey.
I ain't never heard you get tongue tied. Listen to you.
Yeah, because Kitty is a flashback. Wrong hole, fool. It was a slip and fall, and then I slipped and kicked his ass. That's what I did.
So let me tell you, a lot of people won't try anal sex because it's a fear of trying.
Right.
It's a fear there's gonna be a mess. It's fear of pain.
I can concur.
And some people, for religious reasons, they feel like it's unsanctified.
Ew. Interesting.
You see this face, right?
Uh-oh.
Right. I happen to be a preacher's kid, so I don't care about none of that at all. I don't. No. But here's the thing about this, and the reason why I wanted to make sure that I talked about this, because a lot of people are scared to ask questions about it. So this is called Step by Step for a reason. Right?
Okay.
So you can go one little one. You want to put some lube on it, of course, but you can go one in, and that can be all that you want to put in, and just try that right there. And then you can go to the next one. That's adventurous. And then to the next one, and to the next one. But let me tell you something about this, though. I personally love anal sex. Actually can probably do it sometimes more than vaginal, actually.
Girl, what's your credit score? 10,000?
You're so silly. However, but listen, I like it in missionary position, and that's not the best position to start out with if you want to do anal sex. Okay?
Right.
The best position actually is to squat, to be honest. So when people always tell me, I can't do anal sex squat and blah, blah, blah. Yes, actually you can. It's better for you because the colon is S-curved.
Right.
And so when you squat, it straightens out.
Interesting.
And it makes it a straight for you, that penis to go inside, or whatever, dildo or whatever you want to go inside. But anyways, so I like it in missionary position. When you put it in missionary position, so he's going in on my anus, and then I got a dildo.
Girl, you are exotic.
Wow.
I got a dildo inside of my vagina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So this happens to be Happiness and Joy. This toy right here, Happiness and Joy.
Okay.
And you see the grooves on it, right?
I do.
You see the ridges? Yeah. That's for G-spot stimulation inside. You know, if you put 2 fingers inside of you, do that come here. Yeah, you're going to feel that, right?
Okay.
Then this is for clitoral stimulation. But remember who my business partner is. This has its own app. And you can make it vibrate to the music.
Wow.
You know what I want? Some of them vibrating panties.
Yeah!
I want a pair of them.
Okay, so I didn't bring them with me today, but let me tell you about them. Okay, so the ones that we have, the best ones, because we have two, but the best ones that we have are called Groove.
Okay.
From 30 feet away, he can or she can talk to it, sing to the remote. I'm always talking about the remote because there's a vibrator in the panties and they can talk to it, sing to it. They can play music to it.
And it beats to the music?
And it vibrates.
I'm going to hit him with the Arcadia because he be holding notes and stuff because they don't.
Girl, let me tell you, those panties are the truth.
What's the biggest size they come up to?
There are one size fit all. They tie on the sides.
Okay, good.
But here's the thing: if you think you're too thick for those panties, then I have my own lace panties, and I just put it in the slit in my own lace panties.
Oh, girl, you better
so you're paying for the vibrator and the remote, you know. So it 30 feet away, baby. 30 feet. I used to be in there washing dishes, and my ex-husband could sing, and he would sing to the
dishes. You throw them dishes in the dishwasher. Jetsons.
Yeah, and you just washing, and you just going and never like, and you ready to bend that thing over.
Toot that thing
Toot it up in the kitchen. What is that song? Sex in the kitchen.
Yes, that was on Kelly too.
Oh, okay.
Girl, that's what I'm saying. He's a lyrical genius. He just pissed a lot.
This thing right here?
Yeah.
Pull that out while you're having an orgasm and see what happens. That's all I'm going to say about that.
That's all I'm going to think about that one.
That's all I'm going to say about that one.
Ooh, okay. So, what about these people that want, because, you said the lady was kind of interested in the anal sex, but she didn't know how to tell her boo. What about these people that want to tap into threesomes and swinging?
Okay. So, are we aware that Dallas has like maybe 3 or 4 swingers clubs, right?
They do, because I first moved here, they put a flyer on my car. Y'all still over there? Y'all still down over there with the band?
And they changed names too.
Yeah, they have a few times.
Yeah. Okay. So what's the question though? Are you asking how to introduce it or?
Probably so. For most people that want to do the threesome, because a lot of guys want to ask, but they're nervous, and a lot of women want to introduce it too, but they're scared.
Right. So it all goes back to communication again. It all goes back to you need a PhD in communication. I'm just telling you to be in a relationship because you have to be able to sit there and say, Shawnee, you know what? I really thought about wanting to, maybe swing and. Are you down with that or no?
Ooh, that's a lot. Because that's multiple penises. Mm-hmm. I don't know about multiple.
But see, swinging doesn't have to be multiple. I mean, it's probably 2, but you don't have to have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Right, you don't have to have a train.
Yeah. And then you have safe spaces like that, the club call it, that is the most popular one right now. And Velvet too, but call it is probably more popular. That gives you that safe space because they have that voyeurism room where everybody can watch.
Okay.
They have that private section where you can tell somebody, oh, I want you. And you be that third person, okay. Or you can be that couple and you can go in a private room and do what you do and go back, Or they have a semi-private room where people can stand around and watch. It's like sheets and they can, just watch it.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
Okay, this has nothing to do with me, so I'm just...
Okay, Kevin, disclaimer.
Because, we have an LGBT show.
Okay.
Things being talked about. What if a man goes to his woman and say he wants to have a threesome but have another man? Mm-hmm. This is the guy introducing.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
So I've actually one of my friends have actually come across that scenario. So what happened was she's a very open-minded person. So there's a difference between open-minded and closed-minded, right? So she's open-minded and she just said, okay, so let's go over the rules. Okay. Let's go over what the boundaries are. Is he touching you? Is he having sex with you as well?
Right, that's very important.
Are you sucking anything? Is he allowed to have oral sex with me? Like, you have to go over all of those different things. And so, like, having a threesome, being a swinger, is not just an easy decision. It is mapping this out. I need boundaries. I need to know exactly what's the rules, what's going to happen in this scenario. So, going back to her, he didn't want... Well, no.
So he knows the male and wants the girlfriend to bring another male in. Not a female.
And he wanted to actually have sex with the other man as well.
Did he want to have sex with other men?
Not that I know.
But he just wanted to have 2 penises go on her.
He wanted to see his woman.
And some people get turned on by that, There's nothing. If that's your cup of tea, that's your
But
cup of tea.
communicate what's going to be going and where hold.
But you need to communicate. You must communicate.
Right.
Otherwise, you have a fiasco ready to happen.
Because I hear a lot of women that say that they want to introduce it to their man or their spouse or whatever may have you, but they're nervous because they've been with their man so long that he's used to their sexual patterns. So that somebody's going to get ignored in the bedroom, and that's or that person can still continue that relationship outside your agreement.
But here we go. That C word again.
Communication.
Because I don't feel like your bedroom has to get boring. There's too much at your fingertips for your bedroom to get boring. Right. From the makeup that we put on just to visually stimulate you, to the pheromones that I'm putting on to smell to stimulate you, from these stimulating toys that I can use on you and you can use on me, or you can watch me use it on.
Right.
Like there's so much that no bedroom should be boring.
Yeah, you heard it. Communication, whatever your freaky level is, communicate.
There's no bedroom. And so, like, that brings me to talking about one of my favorite couples' toys. Actually, there's two of them.
Some cock rings?
Yes, one of them is a cock ring, and the other one is called We Vibe. Let me talk about the cock ring real quick, though. Hold on, wait a minute, hold on. Let me reintroduce King Daddy.
While you're loading that up, I will tell you I saw a commercial for a Trojan. They had a little cock ring that you can get at your disposal. It was like $4 or something. I tried it. But the vibration on it was so weak. I just want to slap Trojan and Lifestyle Durex. Anybody else that made that condom thingy, it was.
And then you want to make sure it doesn't have any phthalates. Phthalates are these chemicals they use to soften things. And if it's in there, then it's not safe for you to be using.
Oh, girl, I almost lost my happy bar. Okay.
So I'm gonna let you feel this one in just a moment. This one has 7 different vibration patterns as well, or pulsations, and you should be able to hear it from here.
Yeah, I do.
Right. So this is multi-purpose. So I can take this out, right?
Right.
And I can.
There you go with them nipples again.
Oh, I like nipple play.
I
really like nipple play. I can orgasm off of nipple play alone. But I want you to feel it real quick.
Oh, that's powerful, y'all.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a lot. That's powerful. So my whole watch.
That's one thing you do. So that's one purpose, right? So the other purpose.
This suction is real.
You want to put it on the side of your cheek.
Yeah.
And you want to give him fellatio.
Look at Kenny. He's like, whoa, there's more.
So listen, he's getting all of those good vibrations on the head of his penis and on the shaft.
Do y'all hear that for y'all that suck penis?
Right. So if you're a deep throater, you put it on the base of your throat and you do it this way. And he's getting all the good vibrations on the head of his penis.
Yes. Y'all doing that? Y'all men better pay off some houses or student loans or something.
He tried.
Number under your number. You pay my loan off. You do the work.
But then you put it inside for the real purpose, right? It's a cock ring, right?
Right.
So this one's called Rise and Shine. And so you want to put a little lube on this though, and it's meant to cut off the circulations a little bit so that he can last longer.
Gotcha.
But so look. So he's getting all the good vibrations on the balls, right? And then you sit on it, and you're going to get it on your clit.
Right.
So both of you are enjoying this at the same time. Or he can do backdoor service.
Okay.
I mean, not your anus, but your vagina.
Right, from the back.
and get that clit, right?
Okay.
But what if you're too sensitive? And I always tell
people do have sensitivities.
Put this underneath.
Ooh, shit now.
And he's getting all of the good vibrations. And you don't have to.
That's too much.
That's a lie. Kenny like, hell no.
I can't take
That on these balls.
I can imagine that though.
That's gonna be tender.
Yeah.
But is this unisex? So if it's like same sex, they can do. Okay, there you go, y'all. Same sex couples.
Absolutely.
That is a powerful vibration. Though.
Yeah, it's a very powerful vibration.
Girl, you got all the toys.
Girl, this is not even half.
Not even half of
the line. Okay.
Do a studio discount around.
Hey, talk to me after.
Kitty gonna buy some.
So, but here's my ultimate favorite.
Okay.
Now let me just tell you, I'm a squirter.
Can you get some instruction on how to do that when you get to that? Thanks.
I'm definitely a squirter, and normally it takes me about 30 minutes to squirt. Okay, because I need all kinds of stimulation. I've had 2 back surgeries, so some of my nerves, it takes a little longer, right? So it takes a lot of stimulation and all that jazz. However, this thing right here, it's gonna feel like nothing to you, okay? However, it has 12 different speeds. Let's pretend this is your vajayjay.
Okay.
Your clit is on top, right? Your G spot is inside, right? So this is gonna hug you like a C. Okay.
Wow.
And so this is called We Vibe, right?
Okay.
It has a remote. Okay. So he or she can be
Wow.
Turning it up.
and down, up and down, up and down.
Okay.
And you can move it a little bit yourself while they're going up and down. You can lay back and just press it up and down if you want to.
Yeah.
Right, but it's called We Vibe for a reason, right? So let me get King Daddy one more time.
Yes, girl. Yes.
So it's really meant for him, your actual partner, to come behind this.
Yeah.
And he gets all the good vibrations while you do too. But think about it. He has the pressure
Oh, yeah, it's not
on
going nowhere.
that G-spot.
Girl.
Baby, let me just tell you.
Hydraulic.
Hallelujah! Glory to the Lamb! Normally it takes me 30 minutes to squirt.
Yeah.
It takes me 5 minutes with this daggone thing.
That's a lot of
Ooh,
clipping.
woo! Let me just tell you, it is one of the best sellers on the line.
Y'all ain't got none that's been like refurbished or nothing? Leave that one here. I'll get it back.
Shut the front door, the back, and the side, ma'am. But no, just it might not feel that powerful with that, but think about it on your G-spot and your clit at the same time. All of that, oh.
It's still a stronger vibration than the thing I told you, that condom thing.
But when you got that in and then he puts the pressure, oh my God. You see.
So can you give people some instructions on how to squirt? Somebody out there is still trying to do it.
So first of all, squirting is a state of mind. It is not pee. It's actually a mixture of all of these different chemicals that are in your body that allows you to. It's kind of like seminal fluid, but not really. It's a mixture, right? So, okay. Every person is different, but every woman and every woman should be able to relate to this. You've gotten all that stimulation going. You got it. You're ready to orgasm. You're ready to come, right? You know what that feels like, right? But we don't allow ourselves to go past that point. Because most people can't take it, or they think mentally that they can't take it. So you have to keep going past that point. You've came. You gotta let he or she keep going, or you got to keep going with that bullet that you're using, that hip hop that you're using, that candy kisses, whatever that you're using, and keep going. Because when you keep going, there's another euphoria that's going to happen, and when that all builds up,
then boom. Put some plastic down.
Yeah, because I've ruined some sheets, unfortunately.
Okay, so you get past that tender stage.
You have to get past that point.
Girl, you might have to call in, y'all. Save some sick time.
Yes. But honestly, like you have, and once you do it, you'll learn how to control it. I can control mine now.
Right.
I can make myself squirt, or I can not make myself squirt. Now that's clitoral.
Right.
Now with penetration, I can't.
It's up to him to keep. Well, you just
Yeah.
opened up a whole can of whoop ass on these people.
Yeah.
They don't know what to do. They about to blow up somebody's line right now. I was listening to Shaunie's world. You in the clip too.
Girl.
This was very informative. It was. And it wasn't discussing, it was educational. And this is what we're telling y'all. It's okay to talk about sex.
Right. It's definitely okay. And here's my other soapbox, and I know we're getting ready to go, but here's one other soapbox I definitely have. Especially with African Americans, we don't have those sexual conversations with our kids.
We let the school
And so then, guess who taught me? The streets. Guess who taught me? My cousins.
Right.
You know, those older aunties that were willing to slip information sometimes around. And experimentation. Well, then you wonder why we have STDs.
Early, right.
And you wonder why we have pregnancies, outside of wedlock and 16, 15, 14, all of those things. Because we don't have those conversations. We don't have those conversations about safe sex. We don't have those. Honestly, I would rather my daughter tell me that she wants a vibrator than to tell me that she wants to go have sex with somebody. Why? Because I'm keeping you away from STDs. I'm keeping you away from being pregnant and those unwanted feelings of, oh, he hit it and quit it, or we weren't ready for all of that. And then you got all of these emotions going. Honestly, sex was meant for marriage, right? That's biblically. I'm talking about biblically.
Right.
I'm just talking about biblically. But it's not happening these days. So I would rather you do it with somebody that you're in committed relationship with. And then these communications that we talking about, then those will be able to flow.
Y'all, Jada Pinkett Smith said She played with herself at least 5 times a day, and it was because she had to know about her before she could let somebody else come into her, and it was addictive. And I believe you, girl, because I used to take 4 cigarette breaks, and I'm not a smoker. But you have to learn you before somebody else can know what you do and don't like.
And you touch on something I say at all my parties. How are you going to tell somebody else if you don't know your body?
Play with that thing.
Play with it. There's nothing wrong with
nothing wrong with
masturbation. Know what you like. Because remember those details that I was giving you in the beginning?
Right.
It's because I know my body.
Right.
I know that if you turn this on to the 4th speed and you just rub it around on my nipples a little bit,
she gonna fall asleep in the studio. Don't turn it
oh,
on up in here. Don't turn it on.
Wait, let me bring it back.
You might turn on number 2. Don't turn on number 4. Okay.
So you gotta know. And then there's people that have different fetishes.
Right.
I know a girl that just putting her lip gloss on. Right.
She get turned on.
She gets turned. Oh, she gets all conscious, and so does her boyfriend. Her boyfriend gets turned. She's just in there.
Girl, she can't get no outdoor makeover.
just sitting there, just.
She just doing it.
And he's just like you can see literally bling, he goes up.
And that's good that they have that connection because he won't want to go outside the house.
And that's the type of person she needs. Just like the friend that I'm talking to, he has a fetish, which I won't say on here, but he has a fetish, and I'm all for it. I'm like, baby, what you need from a girl? What you need?
You shake it like that.
Oh.
Okay,
And speaking of makeup, though, I do want you to try this on because we do have a makeup line. It is called Candy Coated. And I have a makeup class coming on December 16th in Town Place Suites in DeSoto by a real MUA. Oh, you want to go like this, this, let it dry. Let the bottom dry first, and then do the top and let it dry. And you want to put multiple coats on.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Look at you.
You know, don't hype me up.
You want this?
Yes. Don't hype me up, Kenny. Have me out here on the strip real quick.
Yes. Is that badass or is that candy that you have on? I don't know. Look at the bottom.
Oh.
It looks good.
Badass.
Hey.
I like that. We got a little
Yes,
bit of
honey.
This is a cute color.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Get it.
Nails are really dressing some parts.
Right.
Yeah.
Hello. And that's just the lip gloss. That's the metallic lip gloss, and it comes on like a lipstick. I love that.
Girl, this a cute color.
Heck yeah, girl. Mm-hmm. Yes. So Candy Coated has hit the streets, and we are pumping it through. And if I think you can see it, right? All these different colors come with it. We got lip glosses, lipstick, eyeshadow. Girl, heck yeah, and it's cute on you.
You know my lips big, girl. Well, never mind.
But you don't like sucking dick. Oh.
Listen, you asked me a question.
Wait a minute.
I'm telling you.
Thick lipped women should always know how to suck dick.
Listen.
Thick lipped women should always know.
Cut her mic off.
Let me turn it up.
No, cut the shit off.
Thick lipped women.
It is actually
Speaking
cute.
to the mic, baby. Speaking to the mic.
This show's over. But I appreciate this is actually a cute color, y'all. Y'all see it. I'm not faking it for you. So y'all got to make sure y'all hit up Bedroom Kandi.
Yes,
Too much time here for y'all.
yes.
Asking questions and learn to communicate. That's all.
Communication.
Facts. Don't think that your last relationship, because they ain't said nothing, that this is the best that you're going to do. You meet somebody new, you got to bring something new to the table.
Right.
Okay. Well, you know, before I get into the altar call, you know, Jill Scott just broke the internet. She hit us with, Kenny, did you see that video with Jill Scott? I'm going to show it to you. But Jill Scott, in so many ways, was performing on stage, and she reenacted her sucking penis and taking the secretions in her face. And then she finished with I swallowed it, I'm all done. She was doing just like that. And broke the internet on Thursday. She's been trending. I hope she got a CD coming out because now she's going to go triple platinum. But at the same speed, Miguel, he did the same thing probably a year or two ago where he was practicing eating out a woman. And penetrate. Well, he was penetrating and getting ready to go in. Oh yes. And this got different pulsations. And the internet is like, yo. Now we'll tell you that they're not doing anything new.
Nope.
They're just showing you what they are good at doing. Right. So if you're not at their level yet, then you need to step your game up. Is all that the message is. But did you get to see it?
Mm-hmm.
What did you think about Jill Scott?
Girl, like, first of all, people sleeping on Jill Scott.
Been
I
everywhere.
have been a fan of Jill Scott from way back.
Right, Jill
My Love
Scott.
is Deeper.
Right.
Yeah. She's
She's doing this.
I've been a goody daddy, but I don't have to be. Girl, I'm just saying. She's always been nasty, so I loved it. I was like, yeah.
We needed that because you know what? I'm gonna say this. But a lot of people sleeping on BBWs. And now they kind of see that it ain't no preference to how nasty you can be. Y'all
We
gotta
always
stop
got that
sleeping
wet.
on.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. You done said everything else in the stomach. You can let that one go through. We won't charge you. That's what's up. I just wanted to ask you because you're in the sex industry, so I want to see, boom, where your head was at.
Loved it. We was screaming and hollering. We was like, yeah, thanks.
Thanks for showing us, but it's
yeah,
nothing new. But yes, y'all
yeah.
step y'all game up if y'all not up to Jill's
right.
level or Miguel's level.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we got the best sellers. We got your product line. Kandi has a makeup line.
Mm-hmm.
We have ways for you to read about it if you slow visually. We got the formal, you spray it on.
Pheromones.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, so everything from makeup to men's grooming to bath and body to the toys to education. I mean, then, I'm sorry, I forgot. Raising Ace is coming out in January, and it's going to be a kids line.
A kids line for what? Oh, I was like, she got a kid line?
A clothes line for kids. Oh, my
They are
God.
in entrepreneurship at its finest. And
Oh
he's
my
so
God.
handsome.
Yes,
He's so
correct.
handsome. I'm so happy for that family. Kandi, come on down to Dallas and holler at ShaunieB, man. Come on and visit Kandi J. And Kandi, we need you here.
Right.
That'd be real dope if you came to the studio. So we're Kandi gonna get me queued up for the altar call, like I told you. And people don't listen until you have gospel music playing.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Yes.
Which one we got on today?
So this is a letter that somebody wrote to me. I had to change my voice.
Mm-hmm.
It reads, I have a major problem with sleeping all of a sudden due to something that my husband did in the past about a year ago. My husband has always wanted a threesome with another girl. And being sexually open, I thought, what the heck? As long as I agree on the girl and she is up for this also, I will agree to it. Well, we had a couple of drinks, and before I knew it, my husband was coming up to me, asking me if it'll be okay with me. And I said, if it's okay with her, we both agreed. We got into the bedroom, and he decided to go down on her first, making her orgasm. Then he went for me, but then his penis went limp. And making me raw. And he was actually at this point, he had hit her raw. I'm assuming this is a raw occasion. Then I asked him to stop. So I turned my back on him. And when I turned my back on him, showing him that I was uncomfortable with this, he still proceeded to go with her, but the penis went back up. So she let him go again. And he proceeded to have sex with her over and over and over again. With her moaning and me being there, laying there, not being into it at all. After he was finally done with her, we all got ready for bed. He even let her sleep on my side of the bed. So at first, we were on the outside of her, but then he put her on the outside of him. The next morning, we all woke up to eat breakfast. I went to go make the breakfast, but he cuddled up with her. And they was laughing and joking around in the bed. But at this point, I'm so pissed right now because I'm thinking to myself, this was supposed to be a threesome. But it feels like he really was sexually charged for her. Because I never got that penis because it went down when he did it to me. ShaunieB, what can I do? Because this is a fantasy that he was the only one excited about. So this goes back to you, Kandi J.
Wow.
This was a different type of threesome. They agreed on it.
Wow.
What advice do you have to this anonymous person that got left out of the threesome?
So my question is, what was the sexual relationship like before
That is a good question.
this happened?
Right.
That's number one. Number two, he was the initiator of this
They
threesome,
both kind of agreed to it. Yeah, they want to spice up the bedroom.
Because it sounds like he's no longer sexually attracted to her. That's what it sounds like to me. But see, my crazy butt would have gone sat on her face and she would,
Well, damn, Gina. Okay.
Because my thing is, you're not gonna excavate me out of this threesome that
Right.
we're having, right?
Mhm.
So that would have been my first advice to you if this happens again, right? Go in for the kill with the woman and see what happens to his penis. I guarantee you it'll go back up again. I guarantee you it'll go back up again. That's number one. Well, that's number two. Number three, this sounds like they need to have a conversation.
Communication.
Because if he's no longer sexually attracted to her, then there's something that she's going to have to change, unless he is at that point where his mind is not going to be changed. And I don't see this being a flourishing relationship anymore.
I don't even know if she did. She
You
said he
know?
was married. I think it.
Go ahead.
Yes, Kenny.
Okay, can I give you a man's perspective?
Go ahead.
Please.
Go
That's
ahead.
what you here for.
Because, we have this thing called testosterone.
Uh-huh.
And one thing about us is that, one, competition.
Right.
We're competitive. And
Right.
two, we like to challenge.
Right.
And we know we challenge our competition.
Mm-hmm.
So, in his mind, not that he was feeling less for his woman,
Mm-hmm.
at that moment, he knows his woman is kind of routine. I know he loves her, he still wants to be with her, right?
Right.
The thing is now there's this new person. So
Mm-hmm.
now he wants to try to prove himself to himself. He
Mm.
can satisfy the other woman after spending so much time with his own. He doesn't feel less for his woman. He probably won't trade, I don't know how you look, but he probably won't trade that woman for his if they have a good relationship.
If they have a good
If they
relationship.
have a good
But that goes back to my original question. That's why I said what I said. Like, what was your sexual chemistry like
Right.
before
Before.
this? Because when you add in new pussy, it's always gonna be
I was
good.
thinking
Like,
either it was good and they wanted to add more to it, or
Right.
it wasn't good, they wanted to spice it up.
Right.
So, yeah, you're right. It depends on
you know,
Well,
that's the
well.
question right now, you know? And my thing is, like, hey, if you're no longer sexually satisfied with me, that's a problem.
Mhm.
Because intimacy is the biggest thing, and one of the biggest things in a marriage or a couple, whatever the case may be.
Ouch.
You know?
That hurts.
So you have some questions to ask, and I'll be ready to answer them some more if you need
Hit her
me.
up.
Um,
She probably killed herself because that's traumatizing.
that's really trying. But again, if it adds again, put that pussy in her face. Oh, put that.
Hey,
Put it.
I think she should have sat on her face.
Put it in.
okay,
Put
well,
it
let
face.
two sit on your
Put-
faces.
Put it on the face.
The whole thing with me is women, make sure when you have a threesome, you want to have that threesome. Don't just do it because the man wants you to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I didn't hear you anywhere in this letter mention that you were pleasing her. All I heard was they were pleasing each other.
Right.
So it's like you were giving him permission to go and have that little fling, and you were just there supervising it.
Exactly.
Ma'am.
Spectating.
Yeah, she was spectating
Right.
because he turned his stuff went limp on her. To me, a limp penis is depressing. I automatically feel like you're not attracted to me. That's point blank, period.
It doesn't have to be, but then that's.
I would feel that way because you only
Put
got
that
one
warm
job.
pen. Put it in your mouth again though. Oh.
What did I tell you earlier?
Oh, that sounds like you need to leave traces of your lipstick that you got on his penis. Yes.
All I'm gonna tell you is,
Yes.
ma'am, you got to make sure that all of y'all are equally involved in this threesome. It sounded like it was just a regular twosome.
Was there any rules and boundaries
I don't
talked
think
about
so.
beforehand?
I think they just got to the part of drinking,
And
then they just forgot, and then boom, it just started out.
right.
And the whole thing is he cuddling up with her in the bed, and you cooking the breakfast.
Right.
You sound like a homemade.
Mm-hmm.
Again, make sure if you guys have a threesome scenario, you please, boundaries.
And my thing was that discussed about that they were going to sleep in the same bed afterwards, that they were going to get up and have breakfast together. What was the discussion beforehand?
She would have to get up with me and make these hash browns.
Right.
Why you still sleeping?
Right. That should have been our time in the kitchen too, if that's what your
That
deal
would have
is.
been round 3. So
Right.
she didn't do you 2 rounds the first
She was
time.
passive on that.
She was very, and I think that's what a lot of people do. They get angry and they hope that you can read their body language, but he probably still thought it was still within the permission.
Or were you just giving in because your husband wanted this threesome? That's another thing that's
right.
on my mind.
Or
Is
is she automatically thinking that she's not good enough for her husband? She could be lacking in her own mind.
What I tell you at the beginning is confidence is everything.
You sure know what to say.
Well,
There we have it, y'all. We gave us some answers, girl. If you still alive,
Take
take those keys and put it in your pocket, girl, because he is done with you. So, Candy, this was like a dope time. I appreciate you for blessing the platform.
Woohoo!
Please tell the people where they can find you on your social media pages.
So, Bedroom Kandi by Candy J 7021. That's Facebook. On Instagram, it's BKBC Candy J CANDYJ 7021. That's the same thing on Twitter. And I am Candy Coded on Facebook as well, so you'll be able to find me.
And she's open, y'all. She's answering questions. Reach out to her. And you do have any sex parties coming up?
Hit me in the DM. I don't have any public ones. I only have the makeup party that's coming on, but that'll be half Candy Coded, half actual Candy Coded. So Candy Coded night, the toy part, 30 minutes of that, and then the rest is gonna actually be a makeup class, a 3-hour makeup class.
There you go.
So,
how can I get, if they want to get involved with that, how do they get down with it?
Go to my Facebook, go to my website, that's www.bedroomcandybycandyj.com. Any of those, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, I answer.
She answers, yes. Okay, well, Kenny, you know, we holding it down. Y'all make sure you show the studio some love. We do this because we love to do this. As for your girl, ShaunieB, y'all can catch me. I got merchandise, y'all. Get baby. All colors. Go to the website, ShaunieBentertainment.com. But outside that, you can catch me on Facebook in the mornings, ShaunieB ENT.
News you can use.
Catch me on the Twitter, that's Instagram, Shaunie_B_entertainment. You can always catch me here at the studio, here live with people that do it the best, KMWI-media.com. And other than that, catch me in the city doing comedy shows, keeping it looking pretty, bars. And catch me with the bars. But we appreciate y'all for coming in and keeping us company if you guys got to tune in. And you know what it is. If you're cool with your girl, fool with your girl. Peace.